that's right. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Uno secondo, per favore. Go live. Okay, I'm already live here. I have to pop out this chat. The big jeremas. I'm doing okay, honestly. Yeah, hope you're all doing great too. Are you part of the furry community? Yeah, yes I am. According to these numbers, no, like things like we are killing 100 billion animals every single year, like land animals, and this means 271 million animals every single day. So if we would think about like humans, right, we wouldn't exist in less than a month, right? My animal is a Australian Shepherd dog. Oh, awesome. Give me 1 second. I need to get the Twitch chat ready. Like the purple chat, if there's any. Are you okay? Great. Yeah, I don't know. I get a lot of critics, like by people say like, "Oh, you're not representing like furries because you're vegan," you know. And I don't know. Like I could care less. Like I think furries in general, we should like, or in general, people should just like be nice to animals. Doesn't matter if you're furry or not. Yeah, that's how I see it. We can all be nice to animals. I also love pugs. Okay. Yeah, but you have to be careful with pugs, to be honest, right? Like because they're suffering because like their nose is so small, in my opinion. Like not in my opinion, I think that's it. Like we also like doing horrible things to dogs in general. Like it doesn't matter which dog. I think some dogs have hip problems and so on. But yeah. And pigs are smarter than dogs also, and that's what people don't want to know. What's stopping you from going vegan, Pug Boy? I would love to hear that. Like if you, what's the thing stopping you? If you think about like all the horrible things like which are done to the animals, right? It's not against my morality. Okay, then tell me please, like what's your morality? Like how is it not against your morality if it's unnecessary? So that would mean like you like the taste of them, and pleasure for you is bigger. Yeah, then let's talk about this system. Please explain it to me. If you say tiered, that's hard to do because one way you might be a speciesist, which means like you value humans automatically more, even if we are like animals too. So, I mean, we feel pain, we're social, sad and happy and have the willingness to live, right? So you cannot really have a tiered morality system. No, it doesn't work like that, Pug Boy. Like that's not how morality works. I hope you understand that. Because if you have a tier list, then you have to tell me like why is it in that list, right? Why are humans at the top? Why dogs? No, it's like that's contradictory. You just try to make it work for you because you don't want to feel guilty about that. You don't want to feel guilty about the things what we do to these animals are necessary. And that's sad actually, you know. I wish people had more empathy. What I eat isn't any of moral concern to me. And can I eat your pugs then? Like then I like yeah, can I eat your pugs? They are not my pugs. Like they are not my property. I mean they are strange dogs to me, so can I eat them? Morally wise? Now you would say no. Yeah, it's just like people like to close their eyes and close their ears and say like yeah. I don't know how old you are, Pack Boy, but yeah, that's I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting way of saying it. Makes me a little sad to be honest, because you're 30, okay. But like, what is the difference between like a dog and a cow, so that you put them higher, like that? What's the significant difference? And you need to name one if you have like a tier list. You'd say like, okay, maybe it's the intelligence, something like that. You know, you need to have like In my culture and morality, no, that it doesn't work. It doesn't work like. I think you don't understand how to argue with that. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. You make it way too simple for you. So what we are looking here is like pain, social sad, and happiness, and willingness to live. If you say like, okay, a dog is smarter than that, then I say like a pig is smarter than a dog. You know, I'm not cutting anything about that. I just want to tell you you're living in a lie because you're lying to yourself. That's what I want to say. You know, that deer are killing the ecosystem in Tien, right? What do you mean? The differs companionship and societal norms. Oh, but what is if a dog is not capable of companionship? Should we kill and eat them? That's the problem here. It's really simple as do and eat what you want. Not really. Um, See, like you're not 30. You just you look you wrote Sibao. You're just a kid. I think you don't get it, Pug Boy. I'm gonna mute you now. Sorry. If you're crashing out like that, yeah. So I have no interest in that. Do what you want. Like, do you even think about like the animals, like what they go through for you, because you eat them? Um, do you understand that here? No, because it doesn't matter. It matters, of course it matters. It's horrible. Like you are paying this. You are responsible for this. That's your work.
They're moved out of these pens.
Because you want your meat. You want the meat.
And down this curving walkway to this massive hole.
Okay, yeah. Like it's sad. It's sad. You know, if you are that delusional about like this, if you're like this, yeah, desensitized. I don't know how to help you. You know, like, do you also treat like your peers like this? Hi, how's it going? How old are you?
I am personally 21.
Which year were you born? Which year
really
were you
quick
born?
question.
Please.
The what?
What is your birth year?
Are you speaking English, son?
Okay, no, I don't want disrespectful guests. I asked what's
I'm
your...
21, 2004. Okay, I got a question.
Okay, great, yeah.
What does it matter, truly?
Mm-hmm.
What does it matter?
It matters for the animal.
Why will you not just let people do what they want, and you got to shove your ideal down
How do I
somebody's throat?
show, like, wouldn't you say that you shove your lifestyle up on the animals so that they are like breeding
It's an
into
animal.
existence? Let me ask you a question, please. Like, let me finish. So, don't you think like you show like with your lifestyle choice, which we have like scientific evidence that it's possible not to eat meat, right? It's unnecessary in our society. Like, I don't know where you live. Like, if you live in the desert or something like that, then it might not be practical for you. Like, how can you do this to these animals? And you know, like, have you seen like Dominion? Have you seen like how horrible they are treated?
Yeah,
And you're okay with that?
yeah. You know why?
Uh-huh.
Because it's the food chain. It naturally works in an order that we are meant to eat things lesser than us.
Okay, and why are animals lesser than us?
Because one, they do not have the same cognitive function.
Okay,
They
one second.
cannot speak.
Let's go through that. Like, okay,
Okay.
but like a human who cannot speak, can we then do horrible things to them?
Yeah.
A human who cannot speak, you can do horrible things to them. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out.
You know why I'm gonna?
Fuck you. That's horrible. Like a disabled. Oh my god. Sorry crashing out, but this, I think that was a valid crash out. If someone says like, can we do horrible things to people who cannot speak? Like, sorry, I don't want to talk with psychopath. Yeah, Google it. Come up here again. Sorry, like I was talking. Where are you? Google it. And I apologize that I said like F you and stuff like that. But if someone tells me that we can do horrible things to people who cannot speak, then for me there is a limit reached, and I lost my temper with that, right? That's horrible. Okay, so yeah, let's go a little down, like a little relaxing now, because that was a horrible guest. Yeah, I don't know. I know a guy who was vegan. He told me he didn't benefit a thing, and he ended up eating a steak. Then he was not vegan, Joshua. Then he was pretending to be vegan, because veganism is against unnecessary exploitation of animals as practically possible, and it's not about like a benefit. It's like about like thinking morally about it, right? So you use your moral system and say like, are you okay? What's happening to the animals, right? For you, for your like the dairy industry and the meat industry, everything. And if you say no, and even if it has no benefit for society in general, like if you say like, oh, it's just so little, then why like are you still then you don't have morals? Sorry, I was stuttering there. And so if a rat eats a snake, then it's okay. Yeah, Mr. Googly Moogly, right? Because we are talking about like a snake needs to eat meat to survive, right? So animals want to live no matter what, okay? But we are capable with science of we don't have to eat animals or humans. We can eat plants only, right? And so, yeah, we are moral agents. Humans held to a higher standard than animals. Yeah, that it's okay. Look, I have humans, I have animals, I have plants and rocks, right? You see the order here, okay? So, yeah, you can clearly see it here. So I also like could technically value humans over animals, but in a survival situation, yes. But if I don't have to do horrible things to animals, why should I? Why should I do this, right? Animals, pain, so like, why should I do that? I like vegan pizza and vegan spaghetti, like it's really delicious, or like pasta. Here, a chicken is killed at 1.5 month. A pig is killed at 6 months, right? A cow is killed at 2 years maximum, and this is a mother crying for her child. So you have to understand, like, that's what we're happening. The system works in nature. If the predator, it's not really nature, Joshua, as Shivaria, if I hope I pronounce your name correctly, right? 1 second in the chat, like here in Twitch. Hi, Jimmy Juice. How's it going? What do you think about the sheep? Yeah, sheep is also like bad, right? We bred them into existence so that they give us a lot of wool, and without us shearing them, we have to they will die technically. That's a human-made problem. So we should put them on sanctuaries and shear them, of course, but let them go extinct. I meant our minds. We have the consciousness to eat veg, where a snake-eating rat is less aware. Yeah, because you are more intelligent, does it mean you can be more brutal? I don't think so. Why? Sheep are nice. Because they are suffering in their existence. They're just used for that. Like they even put them like into bath, like into yeah, it's not really fun. I don't have a video about sheep, so maybe I should do that too. Is meat toxic? No, meat is not toxic. I've been vegan for about a year myself and got a lot of health. Yeah, that's awesome, Daniel. Yeah. So even if we are more conscious, right? Like that means we have more ability of understanding like what suffering is. So why shouldn't we? So a bear eats a deer, then it's a problem. What? No, if a bear eats a deer, it's not a problem. They are like, they cannot like, I don't know, they eat meat. Because a bear can also eat bears. Yeah, but they are not moral agents, Mr. Googly Moogly. They are not moral agents. But that's because the junk food I loved is now off limits, lol. You know, if you go vegan, you're eating the animal's food. Teddy was gaming. No, that's not true. Like you are killing more plants by not being vegan, because we need way more land for everything, right? So if you look at this image here, the cropland, the pasture. So if we would go vegan, we would need less farmland, 75% less farmland. So yeah, you are killing more. Sorry. Why type that I'm vegan, you pigeon? Like, can you be nice, maybe? I did not type that. That's automatically system. But yeah, here a chicken could be like up to like 8 years old. A pig could live up until like 15 years. Teddy Boss Gaming, I doubt it. I doubt that. I think you're yeah, go vegan. That's great. Here, you know what? I'm gonna pin this one. I'm gonna pin your comment. Go vegan. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There you go. Teddy Bears Gaming. You are like, your comment is pinned, and you said go vegan. I agree. So 15 years. That's how old a pig would get normally, right? 20 to 25 years. That's how old like a cow would get. Yeah, I speak German. I'm from Germany. Yes, I am. So, sorry. Jimmy. The shearing of sheep doesn't hurt them. Yeah, but we beat them into existence. Like, think about like you would have like a human whose hair is growing all the time like crazy, and he needs some other human as assistants to help him with that. Is that a great life? And I think they are cutting like the tail of the sheeps too, and it's really not good. Why is it okay to eat plants but not animals? Plants are alive. Because even if plants are alive, they are not conscious, right? And even if you think plants are conscious, you are eating more plants, or like you're killing more plants than than vegans. You know why? Because we have 100 billions of animals to feed. Because your accent is like German, like, yeah, ich kann Deutsch reden. Yeah, I can speak German. I know. I'm trying to get rid of my accent, but it's very hard. Yeah, they're not cutting the tail of the sheep to maybe 50 sheep farmers. None of them cut off the tail. No, they don't cut off the tail. They cut a part of the tail so that they don't get infections. I've seen videos about that. Sorry. You can make an animal brain. That doesn't make it okay then. What? Plants grow back. Yeah, like I'm not against killing of plants. You're right with that, Oliver. But you have to think like every death is an individual. Every death is like an individual animal, right? And why should we do that? Why did you become vegan? I became vegan because it was like in religion. We were talking about the topic of fasting, and I was like, I will not eat candy. And there was a girl called Svenja. She said like she will not eat meat. And then I was like, okay, I will not, like, where's the meat coming from? Like, it's not growing on trees, obviously. I'm not, yeah. So I was then like stopping eating meat and fish at a young age. No, not the cultists. Like, you, Sir Pickle, you are forcing animals into slaughterhouses under horrible conditions. Sorry. Like, if you call me a cultist, I don't know. Plants have endurance too, also. Plants don't feel, but have a center system? What do you mean with center system? Yeah, I can, I used to go to one. Yeah, sorry, veganism is not a cult. Veganism is just like a peace movement.
I really love them. I treat them like family. I care about animals. No profit, just compassion.
Yeah, you can crash out all you want. Like, you're an animal abuser, Sir Pickle, if you want me to crash out too.
Easy.
Sorry.
Everywhere. Yeah, I used to.
Normally I'm not like that, but like if you want to, like, I match the same energy.
Plant-based one.
If you go at me, I go at you.
So if
easy as that.
This easy, why not choose the one that harms no one?
Meat is beautiful. Taste is beautiful. Would you love to change like the position?
I'll be honest.
With an animal?
The taste of meat. But here's the thing. It's just.
What if I'm a farmer in the countryside? You expect me to stop? As fast as practically possible. I don't know if there's like a way.
And tastes like chicken, but no one had to die for it. So if we can enjoy the same taste without exploiting animals, what's really stopping us? I admit it. Farming on animals. But here's the truth. Those farms aren't vegan. They care about profit, not animals. And most crops are grown to feed farm animals, not us. So if you want fewer deaths and less profit-driven cruelty, veganism is the way.
So yeah.
Hey you, people always ask, but what about protein?
For young women,
yeah, I eat sometimes avocados.
They weren't vegan their whole life. Sure.
And if you come now with the bees, like, you can take a look at my videos and figure out that
athletes can thrive on plants. Why not you?
Did that with PS. Do I have the video up, or do I have it now? Maybe I should put the video up. I answered this question already. So here, like, this is important for you guys to watch too. Intentional harm is worse than accidental. Eating animals is a conscious decision. Killing flies while driving isn't. One pig I said yes. Is worse than 100 insects harmed by accident. Being vegan means avoiding what we can. Challenge22.com, veganeasy.org. Go vegan now because I eat avocados, yes. And now, like, the bees, right? Like, I'm prepared, like, if you want to come up with that now. Yeah, this is my problem. Like if we look at the future world, taught to love some animals and ignore the suffering of others. Yeah, I know that, and you are not well informed. You know why? Because think about like the bees, okay? Like, do I have it here? Do I have it here maybe? Where do I have it? Bees. Oh, like I can grow. I can billions of bees. No, I don't have that. Oh, and okay, let's go through the bees argument. Okay, okay, great. So we're talking about. Oh, 1 second. What? Okay, this is weird. Why did it change? Why did this change? One second. I'm a little bit confused. Are you serious? Connected device to see settings here. My device is connected. Damn it. Give me 1 sec. This is strange. You complain over chicken death, but never a fly. Why is it you have a beauty standard? Like, okay, so 420. Like, I think you're too young to understand this. Okay. I showed you this video here. Do you understand this video here? Look, listen to this video. We all know this. Intentional. So here you go. I hope you understand this. We all know this. Intentional harm is worse than accidental. Eating animals is a conscious decision. Killing flies while driving isn't. One pig killed on purpose is worse than 100 insects harmed by accident. Being vegan means avoiding what we can. Challenge22.com, veganeasy.org. Go vegan now, because. And like, what is natural anymore? VXFX. What's natural anymore? Can you please tell me that? Hey jeremas, what app did you use to make your avatar? Unity. Yeah, but do you? No, I don't kill flies on purpose. I think you don't understand intentional and unintentional. Okay, so if you try to think about it, okay, so if I want to eat meat, a pig is intentionally killed. It cannot run away. Like, if it runs away, like the butcher will be sad. Okay. Okay, number one. If I eat vegetables, right? Or like avocados, for example. First of all, the world is not vegan. Veganism is not perfect at all. The farmer's not vegan. And they use honeybees. Honeybees are not wild bees, okay? So the problem here then is that these are heavily exploited like livestock. Like the queen, they get the wings clipped. So it's not a vegan problem. If the world would be vegan, we would not do that. And we are not the top of the food chain. Look at your claws, look at your teeth. You're so dangerous. Rawr. And tell me what the food chain has to do with breeding an animal like into existence, torture them and killing them. What kind of food chain is that? Boomba, I would love to see the evidence for that. And it's not the trust me bro thing. So if you say that, if you lie, if you like to spread misinformation, then please show us the facts. Show us like the web, like not the web. Yeah, show us the website. Because what you're doing here is like a Dunning-Kruger, or like even worse. You're doing like bad faith things. Oh God, XAF. Okay. So meaning that you will be deficient in many nutrients. Okay, VXFX, that's appeal to authority. Are you? Yeah, but why did the baby die? Because the mother was abusive. If the mother is abusive, like look at the source, like I've read the sources already, okay? So the baby died because the mother was abusive. So if you have an abusive mother, would you think like other, like omnivore children also die? Like look at these studies maybe, or look at these papers. VXFX, you have, that simple isn't an appeal to authority, it's a factual claim. No, you're just, you're Dunning-Kruger, you have low knowledge, high confidence, right? So if the biggest institutions, right, say that it's a properly planned vegetarian and vegan diet, parents can be nutrition adequate and offer health benefits for adults, right? And you are not an authority. I think you're just a child, right? I'm not an authority in this field. I'm an authority in the computer field, in the computer science field, because I study computer science, okay? Yeah, but the malnutrition comes from abuse. Do you understand this? Do you understand? Can you understand, like, if someone abused someone, that they're getting malnourished? Like, it's so, I don't know. It's like it's boring with you guys, right? Like, you're not factual. You're just like lying. Oh, actually, it's not really. It's not in. It's just in bad faith, right? So you're saying like all the nutrients are missing, right? Like oxalates. You're just puking out what you were hearing, right? You were puking out like what some influencers say, maybe like face IQ or something like that. And regardless, you committed a fallacy yourself by appealing to one. Not really. Do you understand what appealing to authority means? Like, if it's a well-known institution, I think you don't know how to debate the XFX, and I'm gonna mute you now because I'm done with you. Sorry. Enough dumb comments. Why do you call others with arguments dumb? I did not say dumb. I said Dunning-Kruger, low knowledge, high confidence. That's not particularly dumb. It's just like lazy, right? Denying people's claims instead of disproving is a sign of low intelligence. Boomba, please, I'm still waiting for the 4 billion bees that died for vegan farming. I'm still waiting for that. You didn't prove it yet. You just you're just a clown at this point. No, you don't. Animal grade food and human grade food is different. You're welcome. Yeah. What was he writing? 1 second. We eat animals that take your food source. Yeah. Hi, Bad Tempe. Sorry. I don't know. It started all with someone saying that he was like, that we should hypothetically be able to do horrible things to people who cannot speak. So that was the first crash out I had a little bit, because that was like, wow. It's not what I'm hearing, it's factual. BX is muted. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. He died for our sins, spread the gospel. Jesus would not approve what we do to the animals. That's a fact. You know that 1 billion chickens would still be killed no matter what. No, that's not true. Do you know supply and demand? Like how it works? So here. Where do we have supply and demand? Yeah, we have the honeybees. Supply and demand. There we go. Here, supply and demand, profit, right? Less demand, less supply, losing money, right? So if a factory only kills kills 1,000 a day, and then they kill only 100 less animals, so less animals will be killed. So yeah, I gave you it. No, you did not give me anything. You call me a child and think that makes you win an argument. Yeah, that was like, I'll be honest with you, that was like a little too much. Yeah, I apologize, but I think my crash outs, yeah, I'm just emotional, okay? So I apologize for calling you a child. If you're not a child, I apologize. Not because of a vegan diet, the parents neglected the baby. Yeah, thank you, Vet Tempe. I said that too, yeah. So let me get straight. It's okay for other animals to eat other animals, but not humans to eat them. Yes, because we are moral agents. We have an understanding of morals. Like a cat, a dog can never be vegan because they don't understand the morals, okay? Why is it immoral to kill animals? Do you think it should be illegal? It's immoral to unnecessarily exploit animals. It's not immoral to kill animals, like we unfortunately do this accidentally, right? You search up the video, Papu, you're just boring. Because animals have an inherent right to live, and yes, it should be. Yeah, I agree, here. If it's not a survival situation, here, animals. They feel pain, social sad, happy, willingness to live. Thanks for the apology, and I'm sorry for being argumentative. What do you mean with argumentative? Like, I'm a little bit confused.
एक छोटा सा पिगी.
Okay, Xerox, I think you are gonna now. Like, you don't insult others. Okay, he's blocked. Yeah, but animals gave us proteins and not to... Okay. 1 second, you said animals give us proteins. Where do I get my proteins from, right? The thing is, like, people don't know it, right? We get the proteins from plants, Perk Dog. If you think about an elephant, African elephant, right? He's mostly eating plants. How can he get that big without proteins, right? I still feel we should not limit one's right for an animal who wouldn't even think twice about eating you. How do you know that this animal would eat me, right? I've never seen like a pig or a cow attacking me. So do you think that justifies what we do to them? Yeah, a cow wouldn't eat you. Yeah, right. How much protein do you get a day? I'm 70 kilogram, around 70 kilograms. I don't know how much LB. I think 40 L. No. Sorry. It's 160 lbs, I think. So we take 70 kilograms times 0.8, 56 grams of protein easily a day. Yeah. I'm not working out, so yeah. And yeah, we are doing horrible things to animals. Here they are smart, like this pig, very smart.
अब उसको खेलना कहते हैं.
It's a very smart pig. Look at like he's playing, like and you can even see what's done there. Like they pull the tooth of the pigs and the tail. It has normally like a tail like a dog, right? We are very horrible to them. So yeah, now it's skating. See, like the little wagging tail. It's not natural selection. Has nothing to do with natural selection. I don't know what you mean with that, Ilsok, right? So if you think about that, it has nothing to do with that. No correlation. What? All protein originates in plants. Are you? Huh? Boomba, are you okay? What do you mean with no correlation? I'm so confused. Like I think you guys using buzzwords and you don't know what they mean, right? So you can look it up that plants have protein. How am I getting my protein otherwise, right? I don't know. Here, plant-based protein, lentils, beans, tofu, quinoa, right? All protein comes from plants. Why does this have to do with not eating meat? Because you can get all your proteins from that, right? You said, 1 second, where do you get the protein from? And I told you the plants, and then I just answered your question, truthfully. So what does it mean, okay? So here, we look at the logic check. Why eating meat, right? Is not necessary. So every major dietetic association agrees a well-planned vegan diet is healthy for all stages of life. You can thrive without harming animals. If you don't need to eat meat, then why do we? For tradition, because it's convenient, for pleasure, right? So with that, we have an understanding of like, we are okay with only eating plants. Kaladin, it's boring that you write all the time the same things. Like, do you have like, are you able to write more words than that? I like to put the salted warm nuts in my mouth. Yeah, sorry, this is the wrong chat for you. Yeah. I'm going to eat this white fox. What do you mean with that? Are you vegan, US Clay? Are you vegan? If everyone just stopped killing animals and ate full plants, that would cause a population crisis. No, we are causing the overpopulation. We are killing 100 billion land animals every single year, right? Can you go back to the protein board? Yes. And this is not fully like I should make it better, right? So tofu has around 15.7 grams on 100 grams, right? But you can eat like soy protein, which has like over 60 grams on 100 grams. So it's easily achievable. Plant protein is myth. That's not true, US Clay. Like, you are not stating facts here, right? So soy protein is at the same, it's similar to whey protein, right? Pork and beef are both delicious. Yeah, but if something is delicious, doesn't mean that we can do horrible things to animals for that. Most people don't agree on that. Do you not realize how many actual animals are on the earth and how many are born a day? Do you understand that 100 billion land animals are killed every single year? 271 million, mostly chickens, and 2.2 trillion fishes are killed. Like here, there's the counter. In 34 minutes, 106,000 pigs were killed. Over 5 million chicken were killed, right? You know that vegan algae culture also kills billions of insects. Yeah, but this is unintentional killing. And by the way, it's not vegan algae culture. You're wrong with that. Veganic farming strives to limit the killing of animals, right? Even the unintentional killing of insects, right? So the world is not vegan. 98% to 97%, I think more 98% are not vegan on this planet. So it's not a vegan-made problem. Not all meat is, and many vegan foods are processed and carcinogenic. No, like you don't have to eat vegan processed food, Clay. And please tell me which one, right? So we like if you think about sodium nitrate, that's bad for you. So eating too much red meat is bad for you, right? I don't say that meat is unhealthy. I just want you, like, I just want to turn on the empathy in people again. That's my goal. Animals aren't people. Why does it matter? No, but humans are animals. Humans are animals. So here, animals, pain, social, sad, happiness, willingness to live. And if you don't, like, look, a lot of people, they draw a line and say like, oh, a dog and a cat, like we should not eat them, but we should eat a pig, while a pig is more intelligent than a dog. I don't know, like it's not about quantity, it's about quality per dog. And a lot of people like tell me like, hey, that they enjoy the live stream how I do it. Because I'm not guilt tripping people, I'm just educating them. Like chickens, fish, they didn't understand anything, they're stupid, I don't feel once of care. How do you think they're stupid? Like, can we do horrible things with stupid humans too? Not really. That's a lie. See, Boomba, you're not really good educated. If you think about like the environmental impact, here I can show you again an image. The environmental impact, right? So here, how does veganism not win there, right?
What's that? I don't know. Still play market.
You obviously know nothing about chickens and fish, right? Yeah. And even if someone is stupid, it doesn't mean that we can do horrible things if we don't have to. Sorry, that was the image in the way. But yeah, you can see now a chicken playing piano. And they are so stupid, right? So yeah, as you can see, chickens are smart. Chickens are smart animals. Okay, let's see. What is the next thing? I'm guessing you have to supplement like 10 vitamins and minerals. No, like, see, it's a guessing game. Like you don't have facts, you don't have knowledge, you're just guessing. And this is not like an insult, this is just a fact, Boomer. Because you're presenting how less knowledge you have. Sorry. And I have to call it out because like I don't want people to remember misinformation, or like it's not good. What are your thoughts on ethical small-scale hunting? If you don't need to do that, right? So veganism is not against you sustaining yourself. So if you like live in an area like in Antarctica, for example, and you have to eat fish to survive, right? Then like we cannot say like, oh, just please die, right? That's the wrong thing. Veganism is against the unnecessary exploitation as far as practically possible. If you need to sustain yourself with fish because you don't have any other way, but honestly no other way, then that would still be vegan if you understand that unnecessary exploitation of animals is wrong. Since it isn't a cornerstone for these kinds of rights, only Sophon sapiens is. What? What do you mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, so sapiens, do you mean like this from species sapiens, or like do you mean species human? You kill more rodents harvesting tofu. That's not David. I have a question for you. Would you say like if you know that millions of people die in car crashes every single year, right? So would you say that is as horrible as if I would take a car and just drive like there's a person on the street and I would just like hit them with my car intentionally? Would you say it's the similar thing? No, that's not the similar thing. And this means intentional versus unintentional. I hope you understand that. Sentience on a basic level is only one's semblance of knowing it exists and nothing much beyond that. So fish pass the mirror test, for example. Chickens are smarter than humans until the age 9 to 11 months. So should chickens in that stage be able to kill humans? I don't think that you agree on that. I have a chicken, the rest died of sickness. I'm sorry to hear that. So you personally don't, meaning you're deficient. What? I take vitamin B12 supplements. I take omega-3 supplements. I take vitamin D3 because I don't go outside a lot, but that's my problem. The only supplement you only need as a vegan, as far as I know, is B12, right? Which normally you get from bacteria, right? And dirty water. But even like as a meat eater, you don't get it from animals anymore that much. I mean, they're supplemented that too. So now there are examples of animals that should have these rights, like orcas, pythons, and great ape. Like, who are you to say that they should have these rights? Does it make you feel better about what we do to these animals? Does it mean like because they don't have these rights, they don't feel pain? They don't suffer? I was asking a personal question, of course, I wouldn't know. We take their eggs. No, it was not a question. It was like more mocking. It was like you need to take 10 supplements. So it was not in a good faith. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I'm here to learn too. Like if I say something wrong, I try and if I'm too mean, I try to understand that and I apologize for that, as I did previously. We take their eggs for some good protein. You don't need that eggs for protein. Like you can also get tofu, 80%, and it's horrible what we do there. I don't care for non-sentient beings that operate like robots. Yeah, that's very selfish of you, and you've just shown yourself, Clay, with that then, if you say it like this, right? If you say like, I don't care for that, but you want to be cared for, right? I see your flag, you have the gay flag, nothing against gay people, nothing against trans people, like I like them all, right? But how would you feel if someone would say like, oh, you're not that, so therefore you have less rights? Would you love that? No, you want to have rights, why can't you grant others rights, okay? Someone who is educated on this, unlike you, willing to live is this basic instinct, not a conscious thought of reflecting a rich and important life. Yeah, but we also have this instinct. We are animals too. We are human animals. Humans don't care morally about other animals just like every other. That's not true. Like, why are they vegan then? Why are there like 240 million people, up to 240 million, right? Sad, happy is a bad instinct, a basic instinct. Only sapient species can see this concept in quantifiable thought. Okay, what about people who cannot do this? Can we do horrible things to them? The only fully sentient beings other than humans are killer whales, and it doesn't make sense. You just try to make it how you want it. What makes a person want to go vegan? Because we understand that unnecessary exploitation is wrong, right? You can see it like, okay, vegans see like other animals like they're dogs, right? Like think about you have a dog, right? And someone is always like saying like, oh, we need to eat this dog. We feel that way. It's not our dog, but we have like this feeling of like, okay, if we were in that situation, we would also like want to be helped, okay? You must be fun at parties. I don't go to parties. Sorry, I am giving up sushi. It's amazing. You have to live with it. You have to live with the thought of like how many animals have been like heavily exploited, tortured, and killed for you. You have to live with it, not I have to live with it. And the animals have to live with your decision. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the LFC and go eat a steakhouse after. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what you wanted to say with that. That's just crashing out, right? That's cognitive dissonance, right? So here, cognitive dissonance, it's a brain fight. On the one hand, you also think it's not okay, but the taste, social, culture, and religion makes you think like, oh, sometimes insults or jokes. You did not insult me, but you had to tell us that you go to in a steakhouse after LF. Like, it does not really help the conversation. You're not for grass-fed beef and steaks? No, like, leave the animals alone. You're obviously a child. I'm 21, brother. That's embarrassing. Don't say like he's a child. It's just cognitive dissonance at this point, right? I think I also said to someone like he's a child, but no, I don't know. Benefit of the doubt. I trust people, or like I try to trust people. So, how is presenting my logic challenge to you? Do you think free roam cow farming is still bad? They would eventually die anyways. Yeah, it's still bad because we don't have to do this. Like if you don't have to have a slave, why should we have a slave? You really live up to your name, don't you? What, to my name? What, German? What? Saying you're going to eat a steak is childish. Yeah, I agree. Like if you like, if you would have said like, oh, no, but I think the animals deserve this because X, Y, Z. Okay, that's a different thing. But you just try to provoke me with that. But I understand that. I respect that. It's cognitive dissonance. Rage baiting vegans. No, I'm not rage baiting. Like I did not put a lot of money, a lot of time, 60 videos uploaded on like my own CDN, like this model, displacement, all of that, hours of work for rage baiting. Sorry, there are better ways to rage bait and make money if you think that. By eating plants, aren't you eating the animals' food to call them to starve to death? No, you are actually starving the planet, right? Because the rainforest deforestation is happening because of that, right? Because of the soybeans, but the soybeans are not for the humans, right? The human consumption. It's for the animal agriculture. So yeah, you are killing the planet, literally. Hell no, I like steak. The taste of steak, yeah, a lot of people like that. I wouldn't like that. Would you feed kids a vegan diet? Veganism is not a diet. Veganism is against the unnecessary exploitation of animals. And I think I would, if I could, I would, like, I don't want to have children, right? That's my first choice. But if I could, I would want my children to be empathic and not care about so that they care about others, right? Because I think like it's a really crazy thing if we think about like if we support that. So how do you even boost test by eating only vegetables? What do you mean boost test? I'm vegetarian, but what's the best intake for iron that I use? I eat oats. But why are you vegetarian? Like the problem with vegetarian, like maybe you don't know that I was vegetarian also too. Low testosterone, not really. Like there are studies about like if you eat soy, like you can get a lot of testosterone. My voice is really deep. I have like a grown beard, so I'm doing fine with my testosterone. Thank you so much. In the winter, if you were homeless, would you like to be warm? What? Yes, that's surviving. If you were your persona, you'd starve to death. That's true. Like I think because like yeah, snow foxes eat meat. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's the cheaper option for me. But so you're not doing this for the animals, right? Junipers, like because the chickens are in horrible conditions, right? Like they lay way too many eggs. The male chickens are like then shredded, and the female chickens are then like exploited heavily, right? And for cows, it's also like that. Yeah, shimkin, yeah, like chicken, yeah. And people like that what I would love to. However, I also need to survive as well. So there's no other option for you right now to live vegan, right? Or like you have a tight budget and you like yeah, for surviving I can understand that, Junipers. But like I think like if you're doing your best to your abilities, right? It's okay. Like I don't know. I couldn't say like I say honestly, I don't like it, of course. But who am I to say that you should not do that if you need that to survive, right? If I need a medication which is like animal derivative, depend. Yeah, I also think that TB. I also think that TBV. I also think that plants are cheaper. But yeah. So everyone, it's easier than ever to go vegan. Like please listen to your heart, okay? Please listen to your heart. Challenge22.com, vegan easy, veganoutreach.org, happycow.net to find a restaurant in your area. Just click the vegan filter and you're good to go. Yeah, meds are not, yeah. Getting like clothes from animal cruelty, like yeah, you should not, like I don't wear leather. I have like a hoodie which is like like organic cotton. If you have any question regarding veganism, please come up here, talk with me. I try not to be mean. I apologize that I was a little bit crashing out. I think it was because of the one guest who said like that. He said that animals should not, or like, what is it? Humans who cannot talk should be tortured. And that was too much for me. Request cancelled. I don't know, your request was cancelled. I just accepted it was cancelled. So yeah, if you have any question, please come up here and let's talk. Because we need to think about the animals, right? Like here, they are just like they're just children in different colors.
Are you ready,
And
Bruno?
different species, different colors. Here, look at this. A cow playing
When I
with a
first
dog.
saw them playing together, I was just shocked.
They just want to live. They just want to have fun. They don't deserve this. Like no one deserves this. No one. Yeah, like meds are important, right? Like if I have a heart disease, for example, right? And there's only medication which is like animal derivatives, has only animal ingredients. Like I would take that medication because it's as far as practical possible. We got another guest. 1 second. Then Fisherman again. Hi, how's it
Hello.
going? How old are you?
Good yourself.
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, like you're too young. Like you have to be 18 based on TikTok rules, not
Oh,
my
okay.
rules. But please write in the comments if you have a question. Okay? Thank you. Appreciate you. I know, like I cannot do this. Like I will be banned, and this is an 18 plus live stream regardless. A steak or bacon? Neither. I would take the or. No problem then, fisherman. Like if you have a question, if you need, yeah, I'm here for it. So US Clay, like what's stopping you from what's stopping you from going vegan? Honestly, I think if we would have like consumed mud, we would get our vitamin B12 by nature, maybe with natural sources. Vitamin B12 is very important. If you become vegan, I try to buy the most well-formally treated eggs. I buy them from my grandmother. Yeah, but do you have to eat these eggs? Do you need to eat these eggs, or can you eat other things like tofu, for example? Or what is in an egg that you cannot get from plants cheaply? Yes, we can also see, as you can also see here, like pigs and pig versus dog.
여기까지밖에 못 봐요. 프로그램이라고.
No, I don't go like Hane because of the 6-7. I have to assume that you're a child. I don't go with children to a steakhouse. I don't do anything with children, so no, we did not go to a steakhouse. My grandmother sells them cheap. Thank you so much, Pablo. I want to eat that pig, but why do you want to eat it? Like, why are you so craving for it, right? So here, look, this is a dog and a pig competition, right? The riddle is easy. They need to follow this path, and then they are there, right? It's from Critter Club. Okay, so now the dog versus pig, and the dog tries to, like, I would do the same. I would try to get the treat there, but
지금 해결 능력은 전혀 없어 보여요. 여기서 끝나는 게 좋을 것 같아요.
the dog looks good too. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure if you can follow. I don't think that you're Chinese. I think you're just racist at this point. Here, look. The pig is able to solve that riddle. I would not be able to solve that in comparison to, like, look, a pig just solved
시간
it.
얼마나 왔어요? 1분 8초요. 아 진짜?
So yeah, you can see, like, they are smart. They are smart animals, and what are we doing to them? What are we doing to these smart creatures? We're doing horrible things to them, and that's unnecessary. Unnecessary exploitation. Okay, I see. Like, yeah, you're just a child, Pablo, and I think you lost your right of talking now. You lost your right of talking now. Yeah. Why not we gather around and do the same to you? Yeah. See, like that's how people are. It's horrible. Like, sorry, it's horrible. Like most of these people are actually quite nice, and they just like have this cognitive dissonance, right? They just like they don't have a way of expressing these feelings they feel when they actually see, like, oh, maybe this here is wrong, right? They don't have the ability to communicate that in clear ways, and I'm not mad at that. It's just it's like life, how they are. It's cannot stop that, right? You're just talking to himself. No, you just answered. I'm not getting angry at all. I don't know. I think you're getting angry.
And potential mates.
I'm pretty chill.
Fish that use tools.
fish can do math. Sort of. They're not solving like algebra problems, but they may be able to count, or at least tell
They're able
less
to count,
versus
yeah.
more. In
Less versus more.
scientific terms, this is called numerical competency. This makes sense for schooling fish since there's greater safety in bigger numbers, but even non-schooling fish seem to have this skill. A recent study used cards printed with dot arrays where the number of dots could be manipulated.
And this is where they are smarter than rats.
The
right?
researchers then trained goldfish to select the card with the most dots or the fewest, and they trained a lot. They did about 1,200 practice sessions. In the end, these goldfish could distinguish between 10 and 15 dots.
That's crazy.
They could choose the
10
most
and
or
15
fewest
dots.
dots with about 91% accuracy. That's comparable to the performance of non-human primates with similar amounts of training.
That's
Some
crazy,
fish
right?
are socially adept too. They can tell individuals apart, remember who's who, and learn from their peers. And some fish use their social skills to work with other species.
Yeah.
Perhaps the most impressive case of cooperation is the joint hunting done by groupers and eels in the Red Sea. A grouper will wake its normally nocturnal
crazy,
hunting
right?
buddy during the day by approaching a moray eel's cave and shaking its head in a particular way. Then the
Too bad they are so tasty and healthy. Okay. So, would you eat dog too, Uncle Junior? Would you eat dog if you figure out? Would you eat human too if you figure out they are tasty and healthy? I think not. Normally. But maybe now you say out of cognitive dissonance, yes. No, because dog isn't healthy. I said, okay. Can you're not following. Like I just said, I asked you a question. And because I like dogs. Okay. Let's watch Dominion. It's a good movie. Okay. A box cuddle film. Like come up here and let's talk. I don't know. Did we talk before? Here. I invite you. If you would like to tell us like what happens on cattle farms. Hello. Hi. How's it going?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but like there's a very loud noise in the background.
Well, I'm at work right now.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, why do you recommend us to watch Dominion?
It just shows I don't know, like how evil, like they want to portray the farming industry, how evil it is.
Portray how evil it is. It's not evil. Or
I mean, it's really not. I mean, if you go to my farm, all my cows are walking around outside eating hay.
yeah, but
Having a blast.
how long do they live?
I've had cows die of old age. Honestly, I've had one when I was born in the 2nd grade, and it died.
They die of old age. So you're not using them. So what are you doing then? Like, is this like a sanctuary?
Oh no, I slaughtered them.
Yeah, but you say that they die of old age, so they're dying and then you slaughter them?
No, you're putting words in my mouth.
No, you said they die of old age. That's what you said.
I've had pet cows.
Yeah.
That have died of old age.
Okay, but when do you slaughter like the cattle on your farm?
When they're no longer useful.
Yeah, but which year is that? Like how many years? Talking.
Steers could be anywhere from 2 to 3 years, and
how old do they get?
I've got some old ones. I've got some babies.
No, but how old does a cow normally get? 20 years?
No, we've never had anything live that long.
Yeah, of course, because we killed them before. But like how long does a cow live? 20 years, right?
No.
How old then? 15 years.
They can probably live to about 15. before
Yeah,
something
so
happens
like
and they die.
isn't that cruelty itself? Like that we kill them so early. Like if you only live once, would you love to be killed at maybe a fraction of your lifetime? No, of course not, right?
No, that's only your opinion.
It's my opinion. So you want to be killed when it's like when you're like 10% of your age or something like that. Is that true?
It's literally your opinion, your lifestyle. You
It's
do
not
what
my
you want.
opinion. I just
I'm
asked
doing
you.
what
I just asked you questions, and you're not like saying yes or no. You're just like you know that you cannot really argue it, right?
Literally, there's no arguing with vegans.
Mm-hmm. Because you will lose it, because we don't have to unnecessarily exploit them.
Hold on.
Are you? 1 second. You're driving a car. Sorry. Like if you're driving, I shouldn't put you up here. Like that's dangerous. I don't want to put you in danger.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm driving, but
Yeah. No. Sorry.
backing up.
That's no. I cannot do this. I apologize. Like I just realized that. So, I didn't want to be disrespectful. But the thing is, like, if someone's driving and I'm talking with them and they have an accident, I would not feel great about that, and I don't want them to go through that situation. Yeah, Uncle Junior, it was so clear that you want to say that again. It was so clear that someone was like, yeah, you kicked them because you don't want to argue with them. He can come back. Like, I didn't block him or something. Like, if he wants to. 1 second. What was this? One second. Okay. Pretty much, calm down, boy. Like, don't call me boy. Can you, Uncle Junior? Can you please be respectful? I'm also being respectful to you, I think. Would you eat animals if they wouldn't feel pain? No, because they want to live. Like, if you only live once. That's 1 second. Okay. So you're not driving on the road right now, or what?
No, I'm not driving now. I'm in park.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, like the thing is, like, how can we justify it if it's not necessary? I don't know. Like, do you need to have this farm to survive, or are there other options for you? Like, I mean, there's like farm, like you can convert farms. Like I don't have a farm, right? So I don't have knowledge about this, but I think you're aware of that, right?
You probably should visit a reputable farm, like a local farm, and see how they run things before you get your opinion.
But why? Like, how does it change my opinion if it's unnecessary? That's my problem.
Well, some people treat animals a lot better than you actually think.
Yeah, but it's animal welfare, right? We're not talking about animal rights here.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I understand that that's animal welfare, right? Like if you say like, oh, they have more hay. Like I'm not saying that you are as bad as factory farms, right? I never said that, right? I know that you love the animals, you try the best with them, but in the end they are just a product, right?
Well, everybody's got their own opinion.
No, it's not an opinion. It's just like my question. Like, is it a product for you or not?
It's a product.
Yeah, so that's just a question. It's not my opinion.
It's how I'm able to have a lot of land. It's how I'm able to provide. It's a job.
Yeah, but you cannot like grow other things there, right? Like I think Ben, the vegan farmer, I don't know. I think you've maybe met him, right? I think you've been in like a lot of vegan live streams before. So
I mean, I've got a bunch of chicken houses. I could start doing chickens.
What do you mean chickens? Like that's also like exploiting them.
Start raising chickens.
Yeah, but you're exploiting them. You know, like they lay way more eggs, right? Like how many eggs does a chicken lay? Like 1 or 2?
These are chicken houses meant for meat.
For meat, okay. Yeah, but that's also like exploiting. Like I just meant like there are other ways of like making an income as a farmer with like plants instead of like raising animals.
Well, it's what I choose to do.
Okay. And you have
there's always going to be a supply and demand. And so there's always going to be
yeah, and you don't feel bad about like what you do to the animals at all.
I mean, I do and I don't.
What you do and you don't.
Yeah. I mean, I just lost one of my pet steers not yesterday, last week. Yeah, last week.
How did you lose them?
He fell into a ditch and got stuck.
Okay.
He's a longhorn. His horn got stuck into the mud, into the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
And he just turned 3 back in December. It's not that I don't have compassion for animals. It's just
No, but like still you see them as a product, right? Like I would not say like, oh, I love dogs and like then have a pet dog, and on the other hand like kill dogs for a dog meat farm. You know what I mean?
I mean, do you think coyotes are the same as dogs?
No, like as an example, I don't know. I think dogs are smarter than cows, but I think
Well, I
like
said
intelligence
coyotes.
intelligence is subjective, right? So we also have like dumb humans or like people who have not the cognitive ability that others
Oh,
have.
believe
And-
me, cows are a lot dumber than you. They're smart and they're dumb. They will find the dumbest way to die on their own.
Yeah, but that's why we should not breed them into existence, right? Like for me, like the ideal world would be if everyone would be vegan and we would not have cows, chickens, and cows, pigs, and chickens. There you go.
Well, where would they go?
Extinct.
If you don't farm them and don't
Extinct.
raise
Like
them,
we would.
don't
Okay,
do
we would.
anything with them?
In a hypothetical situation, we would put them all to give them all to sanctuaries, or we would genocide them, all at once because
So
we
you would kill them all.
Yes, once.
So they don't have to suffer.
Yes, so they don't have so that we don't have to breed them again, like in the worst situation. But of course, like I'm vegan, like I would look forward more for the sanctuaries. But
who's gonna pay for all the sanctuaries?
yeah, we have to pay for that. We did horrible things to these species, and so we need to pay up for it.
I could send you my Cash App if you want to send some cash for.
No, you would just buy
So,
new.
you
You
know,
would
for-
just,
you
you
know,
would
the
just
whole,
like
like,
exploit more animals with
For
that
50
money.
cents a day, you can provide hay and provide a safe environment for this cow.
No, but you would just exploit them more, right? That's why also like vegans would not buy out like slaughter like
Oh no,
cows from
I'm
slaughterhouses.
planning on replacing that one steer I had died with another one and keep it as a pet.
Okay. Yeah, but still you would, yeah, I don't know, like you're still continuing that, right? Like if you would say like, oh, I would stop continuing that, like that would be like a way, maybe like with donations and stuff. But I think you don't care that much about that.
You literally need to go and see a farm.
Why do I need to see that? Like, if do you think like, okay, so factual, right? They are killed at a young age, right? So if they are suffering or not, I don't know. Okay, I give you that. But we are exploiting them. We're breeding them to existence. Like we are artificially inseminating them. Like otherwise there would not be like a new cow, right?
I don't artificially inseminate.
What?
I don't artificially inseminate.
So you don't put your hand in their ass and stuff?
No.
Okay.
I don't. I've got a registered Japanese Wagyu bull that I breed with naturally to the cows.
Naturally, and you don't masturbate the bull.
No, I don't need to. It's.
But
he's been
people,
tested.
but other farmers told me that they could break their backs, and so they are doing that the safe way. So because like this bull is very heavy and could break the female's back, while trying to do it naturally.
That may be the case in some places, yes.
Okay.
But it's not everywhere.
Yeah, but still, like I barely believe that. But like the thing is, like, yeah, we should not do that if we don't have to. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, don't collect semen if you don't have to. You don't.
No,
have
no.
to
I mean, we
cause
don't
stress
have
to
to
animals.
like we don't have to unnecessarily exploit animals.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, like I understand your position, right? Like it's hard for a farmer like to admit like, hey, I did something like over the years and this was wrong, right? But like I'm lucky, I'm not a farmer. Like maybe I've always been like a farmer. Like I've always become a farmer. Sorry, because we had like a farm and it was stolen during World War II. Yeah, from my grandparents, I think. Yeah. So maybe we had, but like I'm lucky with that. But like you can also change it. Like there's like I don't know if you know Ozell. He can help you with that. He is making a living with his farm, everything vegan, only plants. So I think there are options.
Well, you do you, and I'm gonna do mine and not shove my opinion. down
It's
other
not my
people's
opinion.
throats.
You're shoving your opinion on the animals. You should
It's
you are
literally your opinion.
no, it's like your lifestyle. You okay, you put your lifestyle on the cows and they are like killed at a very young age. Yeah. That's a
your
fact.
opinion. It could be young age, could be various different ages.
No. Like it's not profitable to keep them too long. Like it's
No?
2 to 3 years you said, right?
Uh-uh.
Or hold it.
It just depends on how big they get, how quick they get.
Yeah, and that's also torture, like feeding, like force feeding. Come on, is that normal? Force feeding? Is that a normal
We
process?
don't force feed.
Yeah, but how do they get big?
They have free choice of hay and other things they could eat.
Yeah, saying here, transformation. Thank you so much, Earth Fire Water. Yeah, there, transformation. You could do that if you want to.
Yeah. You've got free choice of how much you can eat. So do they.
Yeah, but I think, okay, to be honest, like I don't know about that. But like if someone is getting fat like in a very short amount of time, yeah, I think there's a way to force feed them. Otherwise, they wouldn't get that big. But I have to do my research on that. I have to be honest with that because I don't want to just say something and that's not true. So yeah, I have to do.
Literally not. I threw like yesterday. I threw out 3 buckets of feed for some cows. They didn't even eat it all. So they ate what they wanted and they quit.
Yeah, I have to. 1 second. I have to feeding cattle. Is it force feeding or not? Because I have to do my research, right? Like I want to be like honest. I want to be like factual with my things and not just like guessing. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think yeah. Have you ever tried like eating at least plants only or not?
I mean, I eat them for a side.
No, but do you think like you can live healthy on a plant-based diet?
You could eat. You'd be healthy eating Doritos. It's not necessarily a good thing.
How do you know it's not a good thing? Like when the biggest institutions say it's okay. Yeah, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics says like you properly planned vegetarian, vegan dietary patterns can be nutritionally adequate and offer health benefits for adults. Right. Are you still there?
I'm still here. I'm busy.
Okay.
I actually have a job.
You have a job?
Yes, I do have a job and not just get on TikTok Live all the time.
Okay. Yeah, I also have a job. How do you know that I don't have a job? I mean, at the moment I don't have a job. I give you that. That's true. But like, I don't know why you need to insult me because of that. I mean, if my job would be like unnecessarily exploiting animals, I wouldn't be proud of that, to be honest. If you go that route, right? Same energy matching here. Yeah, I would not feel good about that. So, but you have a good day. Take care. So yeah, I just want to match the same energy, right? Like he was like insulting me, like, oh, you don't have a job. He doesn't know like what's behind it. Psychological reasons, family issues, blah blah blah. And so I just say like, okay, your job is to unnecessarily exploit animals and torture them, and you're not even being like honest about that. You're just like, I understand why you did that, because you need to kind of feel good about that, what you do. But yeah, in the end, it's horrible for the animals. Sorry. Okay, it's not very polite to respond without giving any reasons. Go to quietest church now. Juniper's like, I have a question. Okay, chat. Was I disrespectful towards this person? Please tell me. Like, I think I was respectful. I was like factual. But he said he was like going with the thing with like, you don't have a job. So he was using ad hominem or like insulting me. So I was matching the same energy. Yeah. Not at all. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, I try to like my goal is it to not guilt trip people, but like with facts, telling them like, hey, it's wrong, right? It's like I never say like, oh, you're an animal abuser, blah blah blah, and then crashing out. My goal is it to talk normally with them, but he was like not honest about that. He said like he was like, but I understand that, right? Like as a farmer, I would maybe do the same because it's not easy to justify what I'm doing there. Well, it's my job. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, junipers. If you have problems, sorry, I totally forgot about that. Right. So if you have to start something over nothing. Okay. We are good. Challenging cognitive dissonance is not easy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I think he understood what I meant, right? I hope. And yeah, it's not easy to, but maybe he thinks about that, but yeah, I don't know. Because people want always to be seen as good, and that's the thing, right? We always want to be seen as good. Oh, we love animals, we love dogs, we do this. But yeah, sorry. Junipers the deer. There, challenge22.com, veganeasy.org, right? If you're from America, there are people who can help you with your diet, right? If you say like, oh, I need these eggs, or like I don't have that much of a budget, please check out this website, challenge22.com, veganeasy.org. You get a free nutrition, I think for a month it was. I never tried it out, but I heard it from others. So please check this website out and ask them like, hey, how can I replace eggs and so on. If you want to, like, if you understand the morals behind veganism, which is important, then yeah, take a screenshot, please. I will just remove my face from there. Yeah. And he was also like, honestly, he was starting with like, appeal not approved. I don't care. Sorry. Okay, I cannot help. TikTok. I post, like, I do everything. I post the video. I talk about the video. I say like who is the creator. And if you limit me, yeah, I know my mouth is terrified. I've heard this multiple times, you know. But this shows just me. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Junipers the deer. I'm not perfect at all. Yeah, maybe I work on it sometime. I don't know. Like, a lot of people say that, but yeah. Junipers, did you do a screenshot of this? Can I go elsewhere or? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Great. Yeah, it's easier than ever. Of course, like what I really recommend everyone here, do a blood check. I hate blood checks, and I should do mine too again. Yeah. So, because it's important to check your vitamins, right? B12, D3, omega-3, whatever, right? All these things. So, that's very, very important to do that, right? Yeah, and yeah, let's take a look at chickens, for example, and because chickens are also like very exploited, unfortunately, right? If you look at chickens, one second, did I get any comment? Nope. I just got the comment of like a view bot, and okay. Iron is my worst enemy. What about oats? Like if you look at iron, I mean, we can take a look at iron after the chickens here. This is crazy, right? I don't go vegan. I'm a man, not an animal. Oh, try my ego. You've fallen for meat eater propaganda. Congratulations, right? So they tell you like you need to have a barbecue. You're just a man with meat. Like if you eat meat, that's meat eater propaganda. You fell for it. Okay. Apologize. Oh. Okay. I actually didn't know oats had iron. Yeah. Oats have like a lot of iron. That's how I get my iron. Tofu has iron too. So, but here, look, on the left side, this is the chicken, which has 365 eggs, right? A year. And this is a normal chicken which has like 20 to 30 eggs. So that's 12 times that for their organs. It's horrible, right? So yeah, that's what's happening to the chickens, right? They're exploited. Also, what is this world? This is a VR chat world I created. Yeah. I might publish it when I'm fixing the players and everything. Yeah. So that I can do it with YouTube, because at the moment I'm doing this all on my own CDN, Content Delivery Network. Yeah. It's just to educate people about veganism. That's the goal for me. Like, educate people. Humans eat out of hunger. Only those who feel compassion can choose to eat a Okay, yeah, that's true. You're totally right. it's not a survival situation for you, I assume, right? So with that, you're eating like taste is a pleasure thing for you, right? But pleasure is never bigger than someone's life. What's stopping you from becoming a vegan now, sexy Red Murray? So why go vegan? For the animals, right? We don't want to unnecessarily exploit animals as far as practically possible, right? So why should we do that? Why should we like do this to chickens? Why should we do this to pigs? Why should we do this to cows if we don't have to? That's the... No, I'm hungry. So you're surviving. Like you're in a survival situation and there's no way. As an ex-vegan, like you can only... okay, I would love to talk with an ex-vegan. There you go, I invite you. That's interesting, as an ex-vegan. Hi, how's it going?
Hello. I'm alright, what about you?
Yeah, great. How old are you?
I am 18.
You're 18. Which year were you born?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the greatest at years.
Okay. I see. And you have not been an ex-vegan, right? It was just a joke.
No, I did used to be vegan for a period of time.
What made you vegan? Like, what's veganism for you?
I used to do it for dietary.
Yeah, but that's not vegan. That's not vegan. You don't do veganism for diet. Then you don't understand veganism. Veganism is like against the unnecessary exploitation of animals as far as practically possible, right? So you have not been an ex-vegan. You're just like plant-based, maybe. What did you eat on a daily basis as plant-based?
I can't recall completely. This was
okay, come on, like please, like the thing is, like I'm honest, right? I'm not saying like meat is unhealthy and stuff like that, right? So I also like want you to be honest, okay? I appreciate you. Take care, and yeah, see, like there it is. Not my instinct, bro. They cry. Yeah, see, like these people are crashing out, like here, cognitive dissonance, right? They know it's not okay, and now they are here insult you. Junipers, like here it's interesting, right? Like it's just like psychology, cognitive dissonance. Here, insults or jokes. Yeah. But yeah, anyone, please go vegan. It's easier than ever. What's stopping you from going vegan? And don't say you're vegan when you're not vegan, okay? Because veganism is really like the understanding of it, right? Even if I have like issues, even if I have vitamin B12 issues or whatever, and I have to eat like steak, for example, I could still be vegan because I understand that the unnecessary exploitation as far as practically possible is wrong. So I don't like, even if I drop like if I eat a steak right now because I have to survive, right? But I don't drop the milk. Like I don't drink milk. I don't eat cheese. I don't wear leather clothes. I don't eat burger in McDonald's or something like that. Then you can still be vegan. So veganism is possible for everyone here. You just have to think about it. You just have to let empathy back into your heart. That's the key here. Let empathy in your heart. Yeah, vegan cheese is actually really good, believe it or not. You focus on avoiding suffering. I focus on avoiding unnecessary exploitation. That's the key here, right? And here we have farmers here who turn vegan, like who turned their farm vegan into sanctuaries or like other ways. Or there are people who can't supplement B12, or why would they have to eat steak? I don't know. They don't have to eat steak at all, Makante. Like it's if you think about like the animals also get supplemented vitamin B12, right? So it was just like an example, right? It was just like an example of like if it's necessary for you to, for example, also like to take medication, right? Because you have like a lung insufficiency or something like that. You know, I don't know, whatever. And then you know that these medication has animal ingredients in it, right? Gelatin or something like that, and you cannot get it in any other way, right? Then that means it would still be vegan. Normal age 50 years, bro. What? Haha, not good. Normal age 50 years, bro. What do you mean with normal age 50 years, bro? I'm so confused. This is an 18. This is an 18 plus live stream. Yeah, sorry, keyword is set to German. Yeah. Yeah, like we don't have to, like, you don't have to eat steak. It was just like an example to tell people like, okay, veganism is not against living. What people always say, like, oh, you're malnourished, right? White button mushroom, shiitake mushrooms. But okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Earth, fire, water. Yeah, I think it's from the soil then, right? Like here, plant milk nutritional yeast also has vitamin B12. But I take supplements, to be honest. Yeah, mostly. But I have to check my levels. Not that I'm like consuming too much vitamin B12, to be honest. I think I'm taking 500 a day almost. Today not. But normally I take 500 a day. 500 micrograms. Yeah. Noah mushrooms are the most goated. I hope you find the right way. The right way? But what do you mean with that? Try my ego. What's stopping you from going vegan? What's stopping you from going the right way? Right? What's something that's stopping you? So, you want to answer Try My Ego? And anyone who wants to come up here, talk with me here, just request up and yeah, let's talk. Bye. Okay, so you have no reason not to go vegan. Yeah. Before you go, Try My Ego, change22.com, veganeasy.org, veganoutreach.org, chooseveg, happycow.net. These are like the websites. Right? I wish I had these websites when I was your age. I wish, but I hadn't. So, yeah. It's easier than ever. Of course, do your blood checks, right? Like, I'm not saying like, oh, just try it out, like, and what does this have to do with that? Logically, that does not make any sense. Try My Ego. And that's very childish. Very, very childish. Like, in a few years, you would look at this comment and like, what did I do there? That's crazy. On YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah. We don't have to do this, so why should we? Number one question, right?
Thousands of years ago, humans lived in harsh environments. Food was scarce. Survival was the priority. Sometimes they ate animals, not because it was right, but because it was necessary. Today, we have supermarkets, plant-based options, and nutritional science. We no longer need to kill animals to survive. So why are we still doing it? The leading dietitians agree. A vegan diet is suitable for all stages of life. Most people eat meat, dairy, and eggs from factory farms, where animals are treated like products, not living beings. It's not survival anymore, it's systematic exploitation. We say it's natural, but slavery was once natural too. We say we need protein, but all protein comes from plants first. We're not lions, we have empathy, grocery stores, and moral agency. If we wouldn't hurt a dog, why hurt a pig? They think, they feel, they want to live. Animal agriculture is also one of the leading causes of climate breakdown, deforestation, and water pollution. In a world where we can thrive without harming others, hurting animals isn't tradition, it's a choice. Back then it was survival, today it's a moral awakening. Go vegan for the animals, your health, and the planet. Check out challenge22.com, veganeasy.org, and start your journey as a vegan today.
So yeah.
Some people say that plants feel pain. Sorry. Meanwhile, animals eat way more plants than we ever do. So if you really care about plants, you should be vegan.
Yeah. I agree with what the guy says.
People say humans are carnivores.
Okay, that's rude.
How? That's a carnivore. Real carnivores eat raw meat. With
Oh, you
claws
cannot
and
share the
fangs.
link on TikTok, Junipers. That's why Earth Firewater did that.
We need knives, fire, and seasoning. So maybe we are not lions, we're humans with choices.
Yeah, we're not lions, humans with choices. That's the difference. What about this video here? This animal didn't ask to be part of the system, but we put this animal didn't ask to be part of the system, but we put them there anyway. You didn't do it yourself. You just paid the one. I just realized you make a lot of videos. Yeah, I try. Like I want to. I mean, I have the time now, and why shouldn't I? And I want people to understand that, right? Like we're not doing this for ourselves. Like of course it benefits ourselves, like mentally, right? Like seeing like that there's like a change, that people really think about that people get more empathy towards that, right? You deserve more views. I appreciate it. Yeah, and the 12,000 views were bought. They were bought. But I appreciate that compliment. That's very nice of you. But the thing is, like Junipers, you have to think about. I'm successful. Like what I do is like I don't put like hashtag vegan, hashtag something, because that would only go on the vegan niche, and then I would get a lot of likes, a lot of views. But I think even with my low views, I get more, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, I get more reach, because like then the carnivores, or like the omnivores, like people who don't are vegan, they see it then, right? So that's why I'm doing that. How do you get all your vitamins and minerals? From plants. Yeah, and you can take a vitamin B12 supplement if you're as lazy as I am, or you do like Earth Firewater's approach and like you eat shiitake, like mushrooms. Yeah. What was it else? Like white button mushrooms, shiitake. Yeah. Kaladin, you're bringing new. Sorry, like the meat you bring to the table is old. you just like regurgitating. That's how the system works. Every time you buy meat, the system breeds another animal to replace the one taken. Less demand. Welcome back, Dark Owner. Veganism is not a diet; it's a refusal to participate in intentional cruelty to anyone. Yeah, these are like videos not made by AI. Some of the images are AI. I don't say otherwise, right? But the whole thing I created with a program. I bought this program and I put in the work and put this all together. Yeah. You didn't do it yourself. You just paid the one who did. That's how the system works. Yeah, like this. I think this is also like I think that's also a great explanation. I mean, yeah, like what do you think about that? Like, give me feedback. If you say like, oh, it's boring, and not boring, but oh, I don't understand or something like that, that would be very helpful. You didn't do it yourself. You just paid the one who did. That's how the system works. You get sausages from a shelf, but that means someone had to put them there. You buy it, pay with money, walk away. The store sees your money and says, we need more. Because of that, the shelf is restocked and more animals suffer. Veganism is not a diet, it's a refusal to participate in intentional cruelty to anyone. Challenge22.com, veganeasy.org. Go vegan now, because... Yeah. And I'm planning to make more videos. I'm planning to make a whiteboard animation video about like how we are getting brainwashed by the animal agriculture. Yeah, that's my next video I'm working on. I should work on. But yeah, Juniper's dear, as I said, right? It's like I don't get a lot of views, but I think the views are targeted in the right direction, so that people who are not vegan maybe see them, hopefully. Oh. But of course, I wish I would get more views, but yeah, life is not fair. I don't know, like, yeah. Whew. Holy moly. I'm getting a little bit tired now. That's crazy. Maybe I should wrap it up. 1.5 hours today. I think that's fine. Like 1 hour 35 minutes. Normally I plan to do 2 hours, but if I'm tired and I'm like yawning to the microphone, I think it's not the best way of doing it. Yeah, but I want to show you guys, girls, if I kill a plant, is it anti-vegan? No, killing plants is okay. So here, this is a very interesting video. Honestly, as an avid member of society using natural food, found antlers are stronger.
I'm going to give you some of the secrets about
Yeah, this is like a very, very important video, and after this video, I think I will wrap it up.
So as a marketer, when I'm first giving you a product, what's my job? Well, my job is to make you want it, to
Vegan
crave
teacher,
it,
but
to
it's a
need
male.
it.
What do you mean with that, dog owner? I'm a little bit confused. Like, I think the vegan teacher does a great job with the card reading and stuff like that, right? She gets a lot of exposure, and yeah, I think the way she does it now is okay. Yeah, I support that, the way she does it now, like with the maybe one thing I also want to tell her that is like the vegans are better than God. That's great for getting people in, but people will be pissed about that, of course.
To think that it is the best innovation in food since sliced bread. But how do we do it? Well, I'm going to give you a really big example later that I'm going to break right down for you. But let's just start by looking at a few fun little things. So here we have Shreddies, an old favourite, been around for years, very popular in the UK and Canada. Without changing a single little thing about that product, they remarketed them, rebranded them as brand new diamond-shaped Shreddies. Food marketing genius right there. In the 1950s, there was a very important innovation in food. The instant mix cake, one of my personal favourites. When they were first brought out, all you needed to do was to add a little bit of water.
One second.
Who's not going?
I gotta say, I got the net with that vegan teacher. She doesn't represent the vegans and vegetarians. The thing is, like, it's important, like, also, like, with the militant vegan, I think it's important to get exposure to that topic, right? So it doesn't matter if it's, like, bad or good publicity in the first thing. I understand, like, that some people, some things are very questionable, but in the end, it's just, like, it's helping, of course, if more eyes look at vegans, right? And no one should be not vegan because they don't like a vegan. If you hate me all you want, please. I mean, not too much, please, but just don't hate the animals. Just think about the animals in the first place, right? So because I don't represent like a good, like in your opinion, a good, for example, if you think like I don't represent like a good vegan, that should not stop you from going vegan.
I'm going to love that. Well, actually, no one loved it. No one bought the bloody things. So they did a bit of research.
I just think the idea of putting others down is needed. Yeah, the thing is like that's exposure, right? Like how do you get these like in this kind of time, viewers are everything, right? Like viewers are like sometimes money, like you can monetize it, and you need to get attention. Attention is everything. So if you look at my stream right now, I got 5 viewers, right? I think I'm like putting a lot of effort in these streams. I'm trying to do my best. And I would get maybe more viewers if I would go more controversial, if I would go more aggressive, right? But yeah, I'm doing this now for like 20 weeks. And there's like an old man staring into like a phone and gets 60 viewers. I'm like here with 5 viewers, but that's okay, you know? That's the way I want to do it. And I'm not doing it to not rage bait, I would say, but I don't get the most exposure with these kind of calm streams I do.
And what they found
But it's also better because then I can talk with you. Imagine like there were 100 people writing in the chat because I want to read every chat message.
was that the main consumer, the target consumer, the housewife, felt that it was cheating. They didn't want to pass off such an easy thing.
That's debatable if it's needed or not. I understand that, right? But as I told you, like people, there's a lot of misinformation campaigns about like meat, about I mean, the animal agriculture does a lot of misinformation campaigns and so on. So attention is everything, right? So even if we would not agree with what's done there, but in the end, it makes more people think maybe about this topic, right? It gets them more in their heads. It's visible, right? And that's why I'm saying like I cannot say like, hey, it's a bad way of doing activism.
As their own baking to their partners, their husbands, their families, whatever. So what did the producers have to do? They had to make it harder. So now you had to add water and an egg. And sales exploded. But these examples, these are just chicken feed compared to what I really want to talk about tonight, and that is chickens and pigs and cows. So when we think about where chickens, etc., come from, we think about something a bit like that. That's also our instinctive idea, but we all know if we really think about it, if we think about it deeply, it's probably a little bit more like that. But that's a lot nicer. It's a lot more romantic. So how do we give you this impression? Well, there are 3 techniques that we use. The third of which is our secret weapon, and I am going to blow it for you tonight, so please stay primed for that. Let's look at technique number 1. Everybody believes what's on the label. So let's look at some examples. Some of my favourites, some of the ones I use all the time. I'll use farm fresh. I'll use 100% natural. I'll use butcher's choice. But what does that really actually mean? Well, truthfully, it doesn't mean very much. If we see that on the label, we feel a bit more confident. But let's have a look at what a farm really looks like. It probably looks like that. Now, this is a concentrated animal feeding operation. I'm going to run that past you again. It's a concentrated animal feeding operation. That's not going to look great on a label. Hence, we use farm fresh. Innovation number 2. This is what we use. We focus on progress. Intensive farming was born out of necessity. At the end of the Second World War, resources were extremely tight. Farming had to be by necessity very, very economical. And we've learnt from that, and we've built from that, and we're able to now raise more and more animals in smaller and smaller spaces. So we've got extremely good at it. If we looked at a room of about this size, and this were turned into a chicken barn, it's a 100-seat theatre, how many chickens could we probably fit in this room now? I'm going to say about 4,000. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? It'd probably look a little bit like that. Now, the public aren't going to be massively keen on that idea, and it's my job to make them feel a little bit better about it. So how do I do it? Well, a basic principle of marketing. We use the right choice of words, and by using the right choice of words, we can make the conversation, we can focus the conversation the way we want it to. So we'll use an example like this. When you look at that picture, where is your eye drawn?
Isn't it crazy
right
like how we manipulate it?
Massive letters, we've got strive to optimise. What we're looking at in the picture, in reverse, looks a bit like that. But this looks a lot nicer.
Junipers, do you see like how they manipulate us? It's crazy, right?
Because we're looking at strive to optimise. It makes us feel that there's progress. We feel good. So the challenge for the marketers is to make the public feel comfortable about what they're seeing. One of the side effects of intensive farming, of having so many animals in such a small space, unfortunately, is obviously disease, because you put so many animals into a small space, they're going to get sick. It is no secret that 50% of all the antibiotics in the world are used on farmed animals. So how do you make the public feel okay with this? How does that happen? My job. How do I do it? I use the language of innovation. So we're going back to our old friends at porkcares.org. And what they do is they say, as farming has become more efficient, veterinarians have incorporated new technologies and methods into practice. This makes us feel good. This is positive. Yeah? This is progress. And when we're then marketing to future consumers, we would perhaps use something like this. This is a colouring book. Pigs and pork. It's absolutely gorgeous. And what we're doing here is we're getting the children to focus on the fact that we're using innovation. So by bringing the pigs out from the muddy fields and into the clean barns, we're taking them away from all that nasty, dirty mud and all the diseases that are lurking there within. Positive. So onto our secret
crazy,
weapon.
right?
This is
like
what we really
how we
need to
look
focus
away.
on.
It's
So these two techniques alone, they are not going to work. We need a secret weapon, number 3. It is actually in this room right now. Secret weapon. It is you. So how do we do it? When you're in the supermarket, you don't want to think about where those products have come from. You don't want to think about how those animals have been reared, how they've been treated. The power of willful ignorance cannot be overstated. This is systemized cruelty on a massive scale, and we only get away with it because everyone is prepared to look the other way.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's crazy, right? Like we just look away. By the way, if anyone here wants to follow me or like, please do that now. If not, it's also okay. But I'm gonna end this live stream now. I'm tired after 1 hour and 47 minutes. I try to do 2 hours every single day. Oh yeah, I also slept for 5 hours or something like that. So after 1 hour and 46 minutes, we had 385 million fish death, 953,000 duck death, and 324,000 pig death, right? So 67,000 cattle deaths, 132,000 sheep death. It's crazy. So everyone who's here, please, if you can, challenge22.com, veganeasy.org, veganoutreach.org, chooseveg.com, happycow.net. We can make a change. You can make a change. Think about it. How would you feel in that position? And yeah, please go vegan. Please be nice to the animals. Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone for listening. It's been now, yeah. I think it was a great live stream so far. Like it was a good live stream. Unfortunately, like some interesting guests. And yeah, thank you so much for following. And I wish you all a wonderful morning, afternoon, and evening. Take care. Be nice to the animals, and up to the next live stream tomorrow at the same time, I guess. So like in 22 hours. Yeah. Take care and have a good night or morning or afternoon, whatever time is it for you.